principle. Okay, and every individual has principles in their mind. Can I request you to write down at least one principle that you have for yourself? It can be anything. I just wanted to see what kind of principles do you guys have, and anybody would like to write down what is your principle. Honesty, brilliant. Sunil, thank you. Be clear and straightforward, to be fair, honesty in the words, creativeness, standing for what you believe in, have faith in yourself, integrity, brilliant, ethical, trustworthy, and so on. Fantastic. Thank you very much for all those answers. And you're right. Now, here's a question for you. Let us say if you have a principle which is called integrity, ethical, honesty, or socially responsible, and you start working or you enter into a company which contradicts with your principle, would you like to work for that company moving forward? So answer could be yes or a no. Yeah, absolutely no. But now here's the caveat to that. They are paying top-notch dollars in the market. They're paying you much, much above the market. But you will compromise on your principles to some extent. What would you do? You still want to work for them or no? Still no, right? Which is brilliant. So it is very, very important for you to know your own principles before you join any other company, okay? And that's very, very key. Now, here's one more question for you guys before I get into the topic a little bit more. How many of you have actually written down your personal principles on a paper? Brilliant. I see Surjit, Suraj, Anush. Yeah. Brilliant. Fantastic. Please, if you have done it, very, very good. And if you have not done it, my request to you would be, please do write your principles on the paper. Many people say about it, it's in their heads, but actually when you put it on the paper, it is only then it starts really taking shape. And then you really start understanding yourself. So when you join any company, the first and most important thing that you need to know is what is your own principles and what is the principles of this company, and is there a match? And if there is not a match, even though the money is great, the life might not be so great, okay? So when I started working for Omron, that was one of the most important pieces for me. Don't get me wrong, the dollars and cents have to be right, okay? Your salaries and whatever compensation has to be right, because I believe the compensation or salary is as good as oxygen. You need that. But once that need has been satisfied, beyond that, what will make you stay in the company is more important. And that glue that makes you stay in the company is the principles of the company. It's very, very important for you. So when I look at principle-based management, I started looking at organization, and I found out that these principles were coming from our founder, Tateshi-san. He was born in 1900, started the company in 1933. He tried to scribble the principles on this sheet of paper. And he said, the mission of our company, or the mission of his company at that time, is to improve lives and contribute to a better society. And to my surprise, the biggest thing that I recognized was this was the first company that said they want to improve lives and contribute to a better society. What I see as some current issues that we are facing right now is we are doing something I call as a dynamic crisis management. Every day is a new day. So we are doing dynamic crisis management as and when things change, we have to do that. And you guys as leader will also have to do that. Implementing new regulations. Every day the government came up with a new regulation. You will have to wear 100% of the time, you will have to wear a mask. You cannot go out, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. So we have a very hard time how to implement those regulations. Priority, employee health and safety is the number one priority, again, driven from our principles. Any policy that we change, what policies do I need to change? I have no clue right now. We are struggling with it, trying to find out, do we need just work from home or what kind of policies we need? Because employees are asking me, hey, who is going to pay for my electricity? Yeah? And who is going to pay, because I don't have a desk at home, I need to buy a desk. So this kind of policy changes we'll have to make. Productivity of management, cash flow management, how do I protect jobs? How do I look at a stable IT infrastructure? There's so many issues that we are facing as a business, not just Omron, but many companies. And every decision that we make related to handling these current issues are going to be driven by the principle. We are going to innovate based on the social needs. We are going to improve lives and contribute to a better society. We are going to do this by respecting people. We are going to challenge ourselves during that time. However, having said that, I also see many excellent and brilliant future opportunities for us. Virtual working environment. Actually, I believe that it's a perfect way to save the cost on office premises, right? We were thinking about expanding office, going to a bigger space, but now it gives us a future opportunity that if majority of people can work from home, do I really need to invest into a big office or not? What kind of new business model can we do? Can we have a home office? Can the people go to a customer directly from the office and come virtually join us for sales meetings? What kind of flexible conditions we can give? Does the work needs to be done only in Singapore? Can I do the same work from India? Can I do the same work from Philippines, from Malaysia? Can I do from anywhere else? Can there be a borderless employment? Change of leadership style will have to be there. Basically, whatever you know as a leader right now, those skills are not going to be valid anymore. How do you do a virtual team management is a new skill that you guys will require as a leader. HR policy changes, digitization of processes, investment or capitalize on the IT infrastructure. Those are the future opportunities that I see. I completely believe there will be a change in the employee-employer relationship. When I say employee-employer relationship will change, meaning as an employer, we will have to trust our employees a bit more. And as an employee, employees will have to be committed to the company a bit more. And now there will be another challenge that I see as leaders. How do you manage an employee that you cannot see? And the only way to manage an employee that you cannot see is when you trust them. And trust is a factor that is not given. I cannot say to Avinash that please trust me. I cannot say that. And the moment if any of your employees and again any of your friends says trust me, that is the first person you should not trust because he is asking for it. Trust is never given. Trust is earned over a period of time. So when I promise as an employee that I will deliver this report to you on Monday, and if I deliver the report on Monday, only then I have deposited one small coin of trust in your account. And when you say that you will give me feedback about that report on Tuesday, if you give me that feedback on Tuesday, then you have deposited that 1 cent into your trust account with me. So that's how trust is built over a period of time. So employee and employer relationship will change and each of them will try to test each other. Can I trust my boss? Can I trust this employee? Because when you are working from home, currently the traditional way of looking at it is this guy really working from home or is he just doing time pass or is he drinking beer or what is going on in his life? And sometimes as a leader, if you kind of do micromanagement, please switch on your video, show me what you're doing. If you do this kind of things, it's not going to work out. So the employer and employee and leaders and subordinate relationship has to completely go to a next level, and that trust level has to build up. And that becomes easier when you have built that trust right at the beginning when you were working together face to face. So my request to you guys as leaders, when you go back to jobs and lead your teams, please invest in earning the trust of your employees and make sure your employees also earn your trust. Don't blindly give it to them. Because once that relationship builds up, you can achieve so much more. So going back again to principle-based management, those things will come into play again, as I see it. So Avinash, I hope I have answered your question. That trust will be a very big factor that will change as we go along.